What if we could merge our consciousness with AI? The beginning of a new era. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you could live forever, not in your body, but in a machine? A future where your consciousness no longer depends on your physical form. Imagine for a moment merging your thoughts with artificial intelligence. What if your identity, your memories and thoughts, could be downloaded and stored in a digital network? This could be the beginning of a new era for humanity. But are we ready for it? Welcome to Secret Clock. The idea of immortality is not new. In ancient times, philosophers like Plato already speculated about the soul and life after death. However, what we are going to explore today is something completely different: digital immortality. A revolutionary concept that says we don't have to fear death, because instead of dying, we can upload our consciousness to a machine. What does this mean? Basically, transfer our thoughts, memories, and perceptions to a digital network where we could live forever. Today, with AI reaching new frontiers, the possibility of our minds connecting to machines no longer seems so far-fetched. Scientists like Ray Kurzweil, futurists, and companies like Elon Musk's Neuralink are developing technologies that bring the idea of digitizing our consciousness closer and closer. Today, artificial intelligence and neuroscience are converging at a critical point. Technological advances are allowing us to analyze the human brain in more detail than ever before. Although it sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, the truth is that, with each step, we are closer to developing machines that can read, interpret, and even replicate brain processes. Now, let's talk about how this could work. Imagine a future where advances in neuroscience and artificial intelligence technology allow for the creation of a bridge between the human brain and machines. Through neural interfaces, we could scan every synapse in our brain, map all our experiences, and store them in a digital system. This is what some call the fusion of the human mind with AI. This process, although it sounds like science fiction, has real scientific basis. The Neuralink project, for example, seeks to connect the human brain to machines, which would open the door to the possibility that our minds can exist independently of our bodies. If we manage to merge our consciousness with AI, the world as we know it would change completely. Imagine that, instead of aging, your mind remains young inside a machine. We could experience a new form of existence. But would this immortality be a positive advance? Or would we lose what makes us human? This idea raises profound philosophical questions. What does it mean to be human if our consciousness no longer depends on a biological body? What about emotions, love, or even death? And most importantly, who would control our consciousness once it's digitized? In addition to the philosophical questions, digital immortality raises huge ethical dilemmas. If people could live forever in a machine, who would have access to those digital lives? Would it be a form of elitism where only a few could afford it? And what would humanity do if all of a sudden we all had access to immortality? Some argue that this could be a great utopia, a way to ensure human survival. But others see this fusion as the end of humanity, as we know it, a transaction that could rob us of the most valuable thing we have, our human nature. The future of humanity is full of possibilities. But are we ready to embrace a world where our minds merge with machines? Maybe we are just a few steps away from achieving it. Or maybe it's a fantasy that will never come true. What is certain is that the future of our existence, and the way we understand life and death, is changing. Leave me your opinion in the comments. Would you like to live forever, but inside a machine? Or do you think digital immortality is more dangerous than beneficial? I want to know what you think. And if you found this topic interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe to keep exploring the mysteries and theories of the past and future on Secret Clock, your trusted channel.